What's up, guys? I'm Arjun, and today I'm gonna be answering this question that I get too many times: is people asking me, "Is cold calling dead?" To be honest, quite frankly, the short answer is no. I've had so many people hit me up asking me, "Yeah, I'm gonna get into SMMA, but I don't have capital to start like sending SMS I do right now." And they're like, "What do I do?" And I said, "Cold call," and they're like to me, "It's saturated," or "Cold calling doesn't work anymore." And I'm like, "How? How do you know that?" And they say to me, "Yeah, I've done 100 to 200 cold calls every single day and I haven't been able to book." And I thought that's some bullshit, man. Like, I literally, when I first started SMMA, right, I didn't have the capital to start like having like my Go High level subscription and to start bulk sending SMS every single day, right? So I started from the trenches, bro. I started like cold calling every single day. My guys know I was literally cold calling from 8 a.m. to like 6 p.m. every single day, ripping like 1,000 cold calls every single day. And because of that, I managed to sign a client within literally 2 days of doing SMMA. I literally signed a guy at 1k pound, which is pretty like 1.3k USD per month on a retainer, literally within my first 2 days of SMMA. And this isn't because I was like crazy good at cold calling or I was good at closing, because I was so shit. Like, imagine on my cold calls, I was just bugging out. I didn't really know what to say. But the fact that I called so many people, it's purely a numbers game. If your volume negates luck, like, it's quite a simple saying, but if you just keep doing it, even if you're a shitty cold caller and you can't really cold call well and you can't close and you can't set, you have all these problems, right? But if you just keep doing and doing and doing over time, and you keep getting better and better and better and better, literally like a linear graph, right? Because MX plus C, why am I even saying that? But it's literally like a linear graph, right? And you're going to keep getting better and better and better and better. And I literally signed this guy with my first like 600 cold calls. That probably sounds like a lot, but for like literally some people, yeah, that's literally like a week or two of cold calling, right? Just doing 600, right? That's pretty like a week or two of work. But for me, that's literally daily. That's standard procedure, because it's just all up to how much you want it. Because so many people are just in analysis paralysis, where they just keep searching for methods to get out of doing the work. But simply, you just have to fucking call people up. It's not hard. You just fucking call people up. Be like, "Yo, like, this is what I'm offering." You do your script. You do all that type of stuff. And then you get them in a meeting and you close them. Like, it's quite simple. And my closing was so bad. Like, I signed my first client on my first closing call, obviously like within a day, which I've said. But I was doing some bullshit. I remember like my camera wasn't even on. Like, I looked like some dodgy guy. I had no idea what to say. And I said to him, "This is what I provide for you guys. This is how much I charge." I sent him a fucking payment link and he paid me. Like, it was some bullshit. Like, and I got lucky for signing this. I mean, it's not luck, but it's just the volume that I'm doing it at. Because realistically, if I were to do like that same thing for like cold SMS, if I'm like reaching out to a warm lead or something, like, I would probably just get rejected instantly because I was so unprofessional and stuff like that. But the success that I had was all up to the work that I put in, because no one else was willing. Like, I was in year 12 summer, right? And a bunch of people were just having holidays, doing all this type of stuff, right? Having fun. I swear down, for like 3 weeks, because I went on holiday after, but like 3 weeks, I was literally just locked up in my room for like 10 hours a day, just fucking working. Which all you have to do is spam cold calls. It's not hard. And I remember on the day I closed the client, I was actually going to the beach with my friends, because I was working quite hard at that point, because I was doing dropshipping that summer, and I realized a lot of people were telling me to start SMMA, and I was like, yeah, go on. So imagine that day before, I was cold calling throughout the day, and I was doing my first day in SMS. No, what am I saying? SMS. My first day in cold calling, I probably cold called for about like 10 hours that day, and I booked a meeting for the next day, but I already had plans to go to the beach like 2 weeks before. So imagine everyone was at the beach chilling. Yeah, man literally fucking went to a cafe, closed this guy for 1k, head back to the beach, fucking jumped in the pool. What am I saying, pool? Like the fucking sea. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not hard. All you have to do is just put in the work, man. Like, quite simply, it's just stop being a bitch. Like, that's actually the number one advice if you're trying to get into e-com space. Not even e-com, I didn't even do e-com, but like the kind of the online money space, because so many guys just don't do anything. They just bum about and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna escape the matrix, I'm gonna work, yeah, I'm gonna do, like, literally it's just short-term motivation. Like, the amount of people have told me like, yeah, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna start agencies, I'm gonna start dropshipping, all this like type of online money stuff, and they genuinely just quit within fucking 2 days because they have that short-term dopamine rush where they're thinking to themselves, yeah, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make so much money, and then they just become a bitch and they just don't want to do any work. Does that make sense? So yeah, I just wanted to say a short video of like why cold calling is not dead, and you just have to put in the work and stop being a bum, like honestly. And if you guys want, I'll put my Instagram in the bio. You guys can message me some questions and shit like that, or you can put in the comments, and I can start sending you scripts and shit like that if you want it. Like I don't really know, but yeah, cool. WVid question mark. Almost. Bye.